Hi, God bless y'all. This is my testimony. I will be doing this in a series, which will be uploaded in different episodes. So this is episode 1. So I can start off saying that my childhood, I was living an okay life. I would say that I was introduced to a lot of stuff. I'm not born in a Christian household, so I pretty much knew like the party life, and drinks, alcoholic drinks, smoking, that kind of, how would I say, that kind of lifestyle that my mom was at that time. So like, since I was with my mom, that's what I knew. And I can say that my mom is a single mother. Well, was a single mother at that moment. It was me, my 2 younger brothers at that time, and I can say that a lot of stuff occurred during like my first couple of years. Apparently there was like a lot of family conflicts and stuff going on. My mom wasn't really doing well much, and at least in my little world, Yesenia's world, I was living my best life. I was with my friend Paula, which I was friends with since like very young, like I would say like kindergarten, almost pre-K I guess, but we were close friends, so I knew her from like very young till like up to 3rd grade. And I would usually go at sleepovers, doing this, that, and the other, and I wasn't doing much. So I was usually having the fun of my life, the most amazing times that I can say that I can remember was with her. I remember doing like slime, even though the trend of slime wasn't yet out, but we would do that kind of stuff, DIY sleepovers as little kids, enjoying my best life. Like I said, my mom was a single mother, but she was very responsible with taking well care of us. She would provide for our food, clothing, everything, housing too. So I had nothing to worry. And I was at school, I think, if I don't remember like wrong, incorrectly, my elementary school was called Updegrove Elementary School from LaBelle, Florida. So that's where I was. So that was my elementary school. I have a lot of memories of like nostalgic memories from that elementary school. So I was doing a lot of stuff. I was very active. I was joining a lot of clubs, doing this, that, and other. But in 2nd grade, there was something that occurred, something different. I was 7 years old at that time, and there was this young lady called Yeseni who would always come to her house. Her name, I repeat, her name is Yeseni, but she was also a Jehovah's Witness. I repeat, I do not agree with their doctrines or like things that I disagree with what they believe, but I would say that God used her as a vehicle to plant a little seed of faith in my heart, to make me know that, hey, there's a supreme God that has interests in you and me. So whenever she would come over, she would bring this joy. She would be so joyful. She would be so happy. And I enjoyed being with her. She would teach us. And I guess that's why I also want to build my career on education, like teaching. So that's where a little bit of inspiration came from. But she would also bring like these book of illustrations, like Bible stories. They have their specific book where they have on one page they would have like the description of the story, and then a page of illustration of what that story was based off. So I remember those stories vividly in my mind. So that's why it's very important to teach about God to kids at a very early age. That's why it's very important. So one time she taught us about Noah's Ark, the flood, Noah's Ark, and the covenant that God made with Noah's family and for the rest of humanity. I remember that story really impacted my heart. I was very, it shocked me, because whenever she was sharing this story where God made the rainbow appear in the sky, and that was like the way God could like literally show the whole humanity, this is my sign that I'm making this covenant with you. So that day it had rained and we were outside. So she pointed up to the sky and she was like, as y'all see this rainbow in the sky, this is God's covenant still being relevant to us till this day. So as a little kid, I was like very shocked to know that there's a supreme being that cares about us as humans. So I had that little seed planted in my heart, knowing that God exists, but letting you know, I still did not know who Jesus was or the Holy Spirit. But with time, I find out she was not able to come over to our house because she had gotten married and she had other plans. So I got a little sad about it, but again, situations of life where people just have to move on and do different things. So I was still living about doing my own life. So there is this one day that my mom comes to pick me up from school, and I think we were watching a Charlie Brown movie, actually, thinking about it. But that day she checked me out. I thought it was gonna be normal, so I think I barely even said bye to my friends, not even Paula, my best friend, because I thought, okay, tomorrow we have school, so I'm gonna see her again. But it turns out she checked me out to give me the news that we were not gonna come back to our small town of LaBeouf, Florida. So she's like, we're gonna move, and we're gonna move to Georgia. And I was like, what? I was like very shocked. I was like, I didn't even get the time to say bye to my friend or anything, and that left me heartbroken for like a couple of months. But now moving to this new school, it was very different. Like when I was living in Florida at that school, it wasn't, it looked like the kids were very into like toys and that kind of stuff, like the usual. But here at this new school, it seemed like the kids were more mature. They knew more about adult stuff. But I specifically I made friends with two people, well, two girls, and they were very different. But before going more deep into this new life in Georgia, this new lifestyle, into this new city, I'll end it here and continue it on into the second episode of the series of my testimony. So this is all for today, and please like, subscribe, and comment below if there's some things that you would also want to comment about this video, something that like shocked you. Share this testimony, and always activate the notifications so you can get the alerts on the new videos. So God bless y'all, and see y'all for the next video.